everyone, welcome back to Budgets and Dreams. My name's Jen and I'm on a journey to pay off £27,000 worth of debt with a goal to pay off £10,000 in this year in 2022. Hello, how are you all today? I hope you are having a fabulous week. Very big, massive hello and welcome to all of the new subscribers that have joined the channel over the past few weeks. It is so lovely to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoy the channel. And yeah, hello to all the subscribers who have been here for long times. You are my absolute favourite people in the entire world and I hope you know that. So without further ado, let's get stuck into the affirmation and then I have something very fun to share with you all. So last week's affirmation was, I see the positives in all situations. And I explained last week that this is a choice and we can all do this and it just makes life just a little bit easier and can definitely pick up your mood. So I hope you got a chance to use that one. So this week's affirmation is, I speak and think gratitude. That's nice. I like that. So long as we're applying the principle of gratitude fairly. So a lot of the time people misinterpret what gratitude is about and they feel that gratitude is something that you should do by saying something like, at least I'm not, starving, or I should be grateful because I'm got a roof over my head. I should be grateful because I'm not suffering as much as the next person. And that isn't what gratitude is about at all. Gratitude is about taking a second to sit and think what you are grateful for. And it's not necessarily in comparison to anyone or anything else. Just I'm grateful for my lungs working. I'm grateful for the ability to be able to take a breath. I'm grateful for the running tap in my kitchen. I am grateful for my family. These sorts of things. Gratitude is about taking notice of the things that we take for granted, I guess, is what I'm trying to articulate in a really bad way. Oh dear, I hope some of that made sense. It's clearly not an articulate day for me today. I had a mother of a migraine yesterday after the gym. So I'm going to blame it on that. So if I stumble over my words, that's why. So that was this week's affirmation. Oh dear, bear with me today, guys, bear with me. So I'll pop that down there. Lovely. So I got some more happy mail this week. And I'm sorry, Sarah at Simple Budgets, it might have just trumped the one that you sent me last week. You'll understand why, don't be offended. I'll just grab it. It is this rather boring plain brown box. The postman gave me this box yesterday and I was like, ooh, what's in this? I haven't ordered anything more happy mail. I can't be that spoiled. And I opened it up and I laughed with thanks and love, but also with actual humour because this is brilliant. Are you ready? It's an entire box of Snickers bars. So my dearest friend, who you have heard me mention a number of times, knows that Snickers are my go-to brain snacks for when I'm feeling a bit low. So she sent me an entire box of them. I've got no idea how many are in here. In fact, I think I might count them. No, yeah. I'm going to count them. Okay, so I lost count, but I think I counted 21 and I've had 3, so 24, 2 dozen Snickers bars. Who doesn't need 2 dozen Snickers bars? So thank you very much, you know who you are. So yeah, I had to share that with you after last week's Happy Mail, which was much lols, not lols, this one was much lols, last week's was much love, but yeah, I thought I'd share that. So let's get into the business of the stuff. I actually have money this week, which is super. We've been selling stuff and we've got some money, but I also did buy some stuff, which means we have less money than we perhaps could have, but I'll get into that shortly. So let's have a look at the spending for last week. This is a bit fun. So, okay, that's October. We started off at the end of September. So Friday the 30th of September, bought some more blooming vape stuff. I don't remember if it was juice or coils, but it was one of the two, which was rubbish, and a bit of groceries. And then on Saturday, we spent £6 out of family fun on some ice cream. We just had our standard favourites. My son had chocolate, I had strawberry. They were both delicious. And we bought some petrol and some groceries like we normally do on a Saturday. So over into October, spooky month, we spent £1,455 on furniture. Kind of. I'll come back to this in a minute. This is all to do with the house move, and I'll explain what that's all about in a minute. We also spent on Sunday £10.63 on some family fun. Again, that was actually at McDonald's at my son's request. I was not going to argue. Bit on buffer. We went to the dentist on Monday. That's for my son's dentist. I have den plans, so mine's covered every month. Extra £20 on petrol because our dentist is actually quite far away. Very far away. But I like the dentist and I refuse to move. So £20 on petrol. Pharmacy was another £8 on some more painkillers and I think a bit of deodorant. The painkillers was following my gym session on Tuesday. I've been to the gym 3 times this week. Sunday. I went on Sunday, Wednesday and Thursday. And on Wednesday, I actually made a gym friend. Yay! We were both on this like weightlifting class. And just me and her. She was very shy and scared, and I was like, I know that feeling, that was me last week. And so yeah, we just kind of supported each other through that session. And then at the end I was like, should we like just do this and come back together and maybe like work out together? And she was like, yeah, okay, that'd be cool. And so we did that yesterday and we had a great time. We got on just amazingly well. So we are going back on Saturday and we have a class booked for Monday. So yeah, gymtastic life, loving my new gym friend, which is cool. Where did we get to? Tuesday. Right, so I spent £55.84 on vape. Now, it is in purple, as is the petrol, as an oops spend. So these were unbudgeted spends. The reason that I've done this is my vape that I was using was meant to be an interim vape when I tried to quit and I failed and blah, 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 blah. And it really is not a very, very good one. So it's eating through e-liquid like nobody's business, and it's burning through coils at a rate of knots. And you've seen over the past couple of months how much I've been spending on vape. So this was an investment. So this actually was a much better vape. So much better coils. The vape juice that I have been using, because it's actually quite nice, and also a big tub of vape juice for my husband. And there's a big story that goes behind this whole vape purchase, and I'm not going to bore you with it, but it ended with me having a massive meltdown. Wednesday, I managed to go out to the quiz with my friends. So I spent £2.85 on a drink and £3.15 that day also on a spot of lunch for myself because I fancied something that we didn't have in the house. And Thursday, we just spent £1.90 on a big old bottle of milk. And yeah, that was it. So that was the spending. So let's talk furniture. Like I said, this is all to do with the house move. So I have some notes back here. So we have got 2 lots of money that we're expecting to come in. So in October, I had already budgeted £1,050 for our rent. However, we have already saved a month's rent for our deposit and our first month's rent, and that's in a separate pot already. So we don't need this £1,050 as rent because we already have it covered. What we do need is furniture. So we are going to use this to pay for furniture. Also, in February, we are going to be receiving £1,668.93 from our landlady for improvements that we've done around the house in the time that we've been here. And they are things that she wants to keep. For example, like we've put in a shower, with her permission, put in a shower. She's paying us back for the invisible shed because that was replacing an old collapsed shed. She's paying us back for the fridge because the fridge broke and we replaced it. So she is going to be giving us £1,600 in February. Now, my landlady is a family member, so I'm pretty confident that we will definitely be getting this money back because she won't be able to not give it us back because there's lots of the family that would be very disappointed with her if she didn't give it back. So we are very confident that we're going to get that back. So with that in mind, we spent £998 on a sofa from DFS. That's on a buy now, pay later until November 2023, but we will clear that entire $998 off in February when we get this money back. So I know this kind of breaks a few rules of budgeting because you don't budget money that you don't have, but We really need a sofa for the new house, and we are definitely going to get this money. I will eat my hat if we don't get that in February. So that's that bit explained. The rest of it. So this is all the furniture that we need to get. So bed for my son, mattress for my son, dining chairs, wardrobes, chest of drawers, bedside tables, chest of drawers for my son, wardrobe for my son, a TV unit and a bookshelf. Those are all the things that we need to get. Where we are able to find anything on like Marketplace or anything like that, we will, but we are being quite specific with the type of furniture that we buy. When we moved into this place that we're in currently, not much of the furniture was ours really. It was a lot of our landlady's furniture, and we've never been able to kind of have our aesthetic in the house, and my husband would really like that for our new house, seeing as it is completely unfurnished. So we are just going to do it, and yeah, hopefully it's all good stuff and it will last us a little while. So we have already bought on the credit card the bed for £130 from beds.co.uk, mattress from Dunelm for £158.95, and dining chairs from Wayfair for £169.98. Those were all actually as reasonable prices as you could get. I was really surprised. I thought we'd be able to get furniture a lot cheaper than that, but that apparently is cheap furniture. So yeah, so that we've all paid onto the credit card, and that will be paid off the credit card when I get paid in October out of this £1,050 that I have already earmarked for rent, but we won't need it because we've already got the rent saved. So I hope that makes sense. But this is our furniture buying list over the next couple of weeks, I think, really. So yeah, so that explains the £1,455 we spent on furniture. So let's move on to the budget. So this is last week's budget from the 30th of September to the 6th of October. We had a starting balance of £674.97 as expected, and no additional money that came in except for £25, which we had saved in cash for the dentist. So that's come in. That's why it is in blue, because it was already budgeted for. And then in terms of other income, we had a few different bits and bobs. So we had £130 for a bike, my bike, that we sold, which is cool. It's a really lovely bike, and we were selling it really cheaply, and it went to a family whose daughter wanted this specific bike, but they couldn't afford it brand new, and then they managed to get it for like less than half of what they would have to pay brand new. And so it's a really lovely story, and I'm really happy about that. It's really cool. £22.67 came in from a something else that we sold on Marketplace. My husband sold some speakers, I think. Yeah, it was speakers, and that was like after the postage. We had £22.67, and then there was another £20 that came in that was from my husband's dad, and it was a gift for our son. He gave him £20 because he'd just come back off holiday, and every time he sees my son he gives him £20 which is nice, but I don't know why. Just to be kind and grandfatherly, I guess. So yeah, so all in all we had £172.67 extra come into the bank account. So that meant £197.67 extra into the bank account. And so in terms of outgoings, we had our bills, which were £14.75 more than we expected. That's because a bill came out a day early. My son got the £20 into his GoHenry that he got from his granddad, and then we spent quite a bit extra in other, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to remember it all. It was mostly all written down, but it did include £10 for my niece's birthday, £9.99 for my son's hoodie, I think I forgot, no, for my son's shoes. I think I forgot to factor those in to the budget, and then a number of different spends, including the big thing on the vape, which was a bit pants. So yeah, so £106.31 extra that came out. So our ending balance was actually £56.61 over budget, which is a bit poop, but it is life. So week 4, that's this week, from the 7th of October to the 13th of October, we have a starting balance of £240.55. We had £17.04 come in from Music Magpie, because we sold a whole bunch of old DVDs and books, and we got the amazingly worth it price of £17.04. But at the moment, I'm not going to sniff at any extra money because we need it. So our total amount that we have available to us this week is £257.59. Our straggly bills only come to £37.61. We're going to put £135 into Hyperjar, £80 in cash, and that means at the end of the week we should have an ending balance of £4.98. And that is before my husband gets paid on the 14th of October. So that's the budget. So now let's have a look at Hyperjar. Here we are in Hyperjar. Like I said, we have £135 in the wallet to stuff. But before we do that, we're going to move the 43p from spare change into family meal. And hopefully we will get to go on one soon-ish. Cool, so I am going to, so we've got 3.30 in family meal now. I am going to quickly stuff our usual bits and bobs. So I'll be back in a flash. Okay, so I've stuffed all the stuff that we would normally stuff. So I've got £10 in buffer, £70 in groceries and £30 into petrol. I have also put our usual £10 into family fun, which takes family fun back up to £17. And there is one more jar that we're going to stuff, and that is vape, and that is getting £15. I have found some vape juice online that should last me a really super long time. So as with the purchase of the new vape, it's kind of like an upfront investment to save time, money, even in the long run. Fingers crossed anyway. So that is it for Hyperjar. The wallet is now empty. We are all stuffed. So let's move on to the penny challenge. Ah, so nice to have the penny challenge back. We haven't done the penny challenge in ages. Come on, Floss. Here you are. Do you want some pennies? So we have got £1, and then in my, what I'm now going to call my little Sarah pouch, I don't know if that's a bit weird, we have 43 pence. So we've got £1.43. So I still want to kind of do lowest to small, lowest to biggest where I can, but you know, even though it's going to bite me on the bum one day. So what did I say? £1.43 minus 69 is 74, which we can do. So we'll do 69 and 74. Cool. So I am umming and ahhing whether to carry on with this challenge because I really don't get that much change, and it really is going to take like 8,000 years to do. So yeah, I'm trying to decide whether to carry on. I think it'd be cool to carry it on and just kind of stick with it and then really celebrate when I've done it, but also it's getting a bit dull, isn't it? Let me know what you think. Should I do something different, or should I stick with it and try and get this completed? Right, let's stuff some cash. Here is my lovely new binder, and we are going to stuff some cash into it, and I am so excited. So firstly, I'm going to give myself £5 for my purse. That is my out and about money for the week, and let's get stuck in. I am still not entirely sure how I feel about these zippy pouches. But I'm going to give them another go for a few weeks and we'll just see. So nothing in going out, and Jim is getting £5 so that I remember to go, although I can't not remember this week because I'm going with my new gym friend. So yeah, I'm super excited. I'm going on Saturday and Monday. So yeah, £5 for the gym. Hair is getting £10. So it now has 20, 30, 40. I need 70 by the 24th of October. So that is going well. So that is actually it for my binder whilst we're still working through recovery for the stuff we've been saving for the house. So hopefully in a few days' time, I'll be coming back to you with a brand new budget and how I set up my budget, which involves a lot. I am a bit of a control freak, and so I have budgeted to death my budget, and I'll share it with you. Lucky you. So let's just stuff one more thing, and then I will love you and leave you. So we will stuff the family binder, and this is getting all that's remaining, which is, I think, £60, 20, 40, 60, yep. And that is all going into home, like it was going to go anywhere else. So I've just reduced the placeholders down to just the one. There's a 1,000 placeholder, but this represents £1,883 that I have in the bank saved for that deposit and our first month's rent. So to that, we are adding £60. So anybody good at maths? I am not today. So 1,883 plus 60 equals £1,943 saved for homey stuff, which is loads. That's nearly £2,000, but this is obviously already all earmarked for the letting agent. This 60 quid we will use towards bits and bobs to help us with the move. We definitely need to hire a van one day. and there'll be other things that we need to get, like parking permits and stuff like that. So that will be going towards that, or whatever else we discover that we need. So that is actually it. Like I said, next week we are going to be running to a more regular beat. My husband gets paid, and yeah, I'll have my new budget, which is really super exciting. So I will leave you with this week's affirmation, which is: I speak and think gratitude. Just think nicely and be grateful for the things that you have in your life that you don't normally spot, like the sun shining, or hugs from your child, or I don't know, a smell, really nice smell, air. Anyway, I could just keep rambling forever today. Well, I can't, actually, that's a lie. I cannot keep rambling because my brain is mush. But I will see you in a couple of days with the new budget. Eek, so exciting. And I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Bye, everyone.